cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside.
I'm doing the dab. Okay, do the dab. Let me see you do the dab. Oh, okay. Let me see you do it. Let me see you hit it. Let me see you hit it.
Daddy, do you want that too?
Huh?
Daddy, you want that too?
My baby girl silly. You silly baby girl.
Yeah.
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 Hey lady. You warm now? You ain't on.
Sing it again.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Año felicidad. I don't miss you, Merry Christmas.
I do all the moves.
I don't miss you, Merry Christmas. From the bottom of my heart.
Good job. Okay, you guys. This lighting is so ugly, but whatever. What's up, you guys? Today is Wednesday, so I am 7 days post-op from my original surgery, which was December 7th, and then I had a hematoma probably because I was doing too much, so they had to go in that Monday and like release all the blood that had like built up in my boob. So I've actually basically had 2 surgeries in less than 7 days. But anyways, I'm actually doing good. I still have to wear these drains. They're so disgusting. I have this little bag that I put them in. I have a few bags. I have this bag is for like in the shower. And then I have another little black one like if I'm going out and I just don't want people to see them because they are really disgusting. So I still have my drains. I have a follow-up with my plastic surgeon on next Monday on the 19th. And then I met with the surgeon who actually did the mastectomy and took all the tissue out. Everything came back good. They did find a tumor in they tested 6 lymph nodes. One of them had a small amount of cancer in them. And to be honest, from the start, they always thought that one was a little inflamed. It wasn't like bulging or like crazy or anything, but it was a little inflamed. I'm a little disappointed about it because I did not want to get like my lymph nodes removed because that can cause lymphedema when your arm like just swells up and stuff. But again, I think that's just like another health thing that I just need to be mindful of. So I did, when I saw my results from the pathology report, I did fall apart when I saw that. But at the end of the day, God is on the throne and it is what it is. I just like to know things up front, and I just like to know things up front. Because I just assumed nothing had gotten my lymph nodes, but it did. But anyways, so it only got into one of them. It didn't get outside of the lymph node. It was just in the lymph node, so it hadn't spread, which is huge. It's really good. So I will just need to, I asked the surgeon because, you know, at this point, so radiation is, I didn't want to do radiation at all. But radiation at this point is a benefit. It's kind of like life insurance, basically. Like, I did all of this. Some people opt to, versus having all your lymph nodes removed, some people opt to just do radiation. But radiation, it's advanced, but they don't know if it's advanced to like make all of the like cancer like disappear. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of like a guarantee to like cut it out and then go in. She said if it hadn't been in my lymph node, then she would be like, no, let's just do radiation. But anyways, I'd have to do radiation regardless. I think it's just like the final step. So anyways, yeah, they got all the cancer out, like everything. It was like a clean sweep. They got everything out. What else? So probably, I would say probably in the, here's somebody coming. So probably in the new year, I will get, I will have the rest of my lymph nodes underneath my armpit removed. And then I'll have to wait about 3 to like 4 weeks. And then I'll start radiation. And I think radiation is about a month. And then Friday I start my medication. I have to be on this medication for a year. It's not chemo, it's like hormone therapy or something. So I start that. The side effects, I mean, the side effects are always like just annoying. Like my hair, my hair's starting to slowly grow back, but anything isn't as worse as like all that chemo I was on. So for me now, it's just like I can do what I need to do and call it a day. So yeah, I have another surgery to remove the rest of the lymph nodes. I have to do radiation. I think radiation is like 6 weeks. It's like 5 weeks, 30 minutes, 5 days a week for 6 weeks. So most likely that's going to be like March, the March time frame. And then I'll get my medicine every 3 weeks for the next year. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. My arm is still pretty swollen from, I had 6 lymph nodes removed when they did the little test auxiliary thing. My arm is a little swollen. My drains, I'm really not bleeding that much anymore. I think I'm gonna be able to get these out on, let me show you guys. This is like my little drain. I think I'll be able to get these drains out on Monday, which will be huge for me. What else? Yeah, I had the surgery. They got all the cancer out. There was a little cancer in my lymph node. I mean, it's not ideal. It sucks. But I gotta be here for my daughter, so whatever. I did fall apart, and it's crazy because people are like, you're so positive. Well, number one is the God in me. That's number one. And number two, and I kind of be feeling like when I be feeling like starting to feel myself, God, like just sit down. You need to trust me and be quiet. So when I saw I had cancer in one of the lymph nodes, I did fall apart because I thought it changed my stage, but it didn't. So it is what it is. So I had, and then, so I'm sure my final step on my boobs is to have my nipple reconstructed. And that was another thing. So my surgeon was like, the radiologist said it looked like some of the calcifications from the cancer got into my nipple. So they took she was like, we're just going to take your nipple. I'm like, okay. And my nipple came back benign. And that could be for a lot of reasons. That could be the calcifications never got in there, or the chemo stopped it from even getting over there. So it could be, you know, it could have been a few things, to be honest. What is that? Now I'm like all paranoid. I'm like, I think that's a muscle. So yeah, it could have been like a, what else was I saying? It could have been, it could have just been, what was I saying? Oh, okay, my nipple. So initially I did want to do skin sparing and nipple sparing surgery. My surgeon initially said, she's like, it doesn't look like the calcifications got in my nipple, but then they went back, they're like, it looks like it did. I think we just need to take it, which I really had a problem with. My surgeon ended up leaving the areola and just taking the nipple part off, and then you lose all filling in your breast anyway, so it's not for pleasure, it's really just for aesthetic, to be honest. So he left the areolas, he's gonna go back in. This is like part 2 of my reconstruction process, which probably won't happen until, I would say, probably like July. I'm probably not going to get the rest of my stuff until like July. Or it might even be, would it be like next year? I mean, at the end of the year? I don't know. It just depends. But anyways, the final step is them taking fat from my stomach, the lipo, it's a fat transfer, and putting it up here, and then he's going to rebuild my nipple. I was a little irritated that they took my nipple and didn't have to. That's why I'm kind of on the fence with like the whole taking my lymph-node things, because it's like, do not take any extra body parts away from me. But my surgeon was saying, well, she was like, the chemo could have like cleaned it up, or maybe it didn't reach there. There's just like a lot of things like you just like don't really know. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to check in. I've been so bad with checking in. I'm just finally starting to like feel like I can move around and stuff, and slowly start, you know, doing more things. I'm just, like I said, I'm thankful I have good insurance that covers a lot of stuff like this for me, and I will check in with you guys soon. Just keep me in your prayers. Why? Oh, is it because this thing is like a little tilted? There we go. And this thing. Oh my God. My arm hurts. Okay, guys. I am back from my follow-up with my oncologist. It went really well. Actually, my blood pressure was good for me anyways. And Chris Brown is on this. Okay. Anyways, I didn't know he was on this song. Okay. So the surgeon that did my mastectomy, that like actually cut all the tissue out, she recommended that they go back in and take out the rest of my lymph nodes underneath my armpit, just to ensure that there's no more cancer. I was gonna do it, but y'all, I really wasn't feeling that, because I didn't want to give up my nipple, and she had said that there could have been cancer. It looked like the cancer got into my nipple. My nipple came back and it was benign. So I'm not delusional. Like, I promise, if my lymph nodes had came back and there were maybe 2 or 3 that were infected, I totally would have done the whole under armpit thing. I really would have. But one lymph node that, and this is probably the one that's been affected from the beginning, I'm pretty sure, I just didn't see the point, and you already took it out and the tissue around it. I didn't see the point of taking that out along with, I didn't see the point. So they already took out 6 lymph nodes to include the one that had the cancer in it. They wanted to go back in my armpit and dig out all the rest of my lymph nodes, and then for me to get radiation. And that just increases my chances of lymphedema, where like your arm, that's like lifelong issues, where your arm just like swells up and it's just a mess. And I was willing to do it, because at the end of the day, I just want to live. So I wanted to do it. I was down to do it, but I just didn't feel like doing it. I don't know. I just didn't feel led to get that surgery where they remove all of my lymph nodes underneath my armpit, because there was such a small amount of cancer, number 1. Number 2, they, like, you guys, my armpit, let me see. My armpit, you can see, it's still so swollen from the surgery that I did have. You're going to go in there, like, they want to schedule me for the 4th of January. Y'all want to go in there in 3 weeks and dig out the rest of my arm? Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I didn't want to do radiation, but I much rather do radiation versus surgery. So I went to go see my oncologist today, and he's new and he's like no nonsense. So I was a little nervous, but I liked him, and I probably just liked him because he told me what I wanted to hear. But he was just like, yeah, I'm putting in the notes that I'm not recommending you for surgery because anything that's left there, we can just sanitize it. And he was like, and the cancer never left the lymph node. So there's no point in us like doing that. And I'm gonna be on medication for a year. So it's not chemo, it's like targeted therapy. So there's like no point. So glory be to God. So I'm not getting the lymph node surgery. I need to call them and tell them that I said no. I'm a little scared because I don't want her to be like, I don't want to do it. I don't. And you guys, I had to give up. I gave up my nipple because she said that there's cancer in my nipple. And had she not said that, then I'm pretty sure I would have been more likely to go along with the surgery. But I'm not in the what is it? The business of giving up body parts that I can have. Like, just doesn't make sense to me. So anyways, that's what happened today. So today was a good appointment for me. I was supposed to get my medication today. They said I can wait and probably till like the first week of January. They said I can talk to my radiologist first. And then I can come up here and then I can let them know what I want to do. Oh God. And it was crazy. This morning I was playing the song called Wait on You. And it was just because I was so like discouraged and just sad that I had to get this lymph node surgery. And the song goes, wait on the Lord, he will renew your strength. So just wait. And I don't want and I was disappointed that I had to do radiation and stuff. I don't want a rushed healing. I want my healing to be done in full. I want my healing to be catered specifically for Shauna. So if that means I need to wait on God for him to do what he needs to do and for his healing to be not what I expect, but like what he wants, then cool. God got me waiting here for a reason. I know it. God has me waiting here for a reason. And it's going to be revealed soon. I know it is. So in the meantime, I need to just focus on him, focus on my family, focus on my job. I need to get some stuff done so I can start applying for these jobs. But I know God has me here for a reason. I know it. And you know what the crazy part is? Typically when the nodes come back and like a sentinel node, like so the node that came back with cancer, usually when it comes back with cancer, they just go in right away and dig them all out. But she was like, I don't want to dig them out till I know for sure. And typically that's not how it works. Just things be working together for the good. And everybody's like, you're just so positive. It's not easy being positive. It's not easy trusting God. But like, what else can I do but trust in God and trust that he got me? And, you know, at this point, I'm covered in the blood. And I just have to believe that and know that because I don't want these people hacking away at me. I don't. So I'm healing up pretty well. I have my drains down here. They're so disgusting. I just tie them to my shirt. I'm so over it. But you know what? It is what it is. So I also, what else did I get? Hold up. Oh my, I shouldn't be lifting, but it'll be okay. I got a new iMac. I got the blue one because it's the only one they had. And it's subtle. I don't really think I wanted a big pink one. So yeah, I got my new iMac. So I'm just gonna probably work on some stuff. I just want to work on Jesus. I just want to work on my vlog for tomorrow and enjoy the weekend. I'm just so thankful. So I've made peace with the radiation. I'm just gonna have to power through it. It's gonna be like 6 weeks. 6 weeks, that's it. And if you can do chemo, you can do anything. And that's on period. So I will check in with you guys later. Peace.